to know at least how to use MySql and you install it on your computer. Also, you have to know about PHP. You don't have to know PHP, but you have to know MySql. So first of all, let me create my database. So I will open my terminal. I will say MySql /user, then root, then /p. I enter the password. I have 1 2 3 4 5. This is my password. Here you go. I'm now in MySql. So first of all, I will create a new database. I will say create database sys admins will be better. Okay, I just create database. I need to switch to this database. I say okay. I will say use sys admins. Now I'm in that database. Now I want to create table. I will say okay, create ID should be integer and it should be a primary key. Is that right? Yes, it is a primary key. Then should be auto increment. So I say auto, then increment. Then I will add the next parameter should be username. In this way should be in varchar 25 character, or varchar, not a varchar. MySql doesn't have a varchar. And I will also define password should be varchar 25 at least. Okay, then I close my instruction, then I add semicolon and say okay. Now if I say okay, show tables, if I'm right, I have one table named login. If I say okay, describe login, I see the table, the field. I have ID, username, password. Here you go, my database is ready. Now I want to start with PHP. First of all, let me open any editor you would like. I would say I would use Sublime. So in Sublime, let me close everything. I will say okay, Control U to open a new file, and I need to use my PHP file. I already have the file that helped me to access through PHP to MySql. So just go ahead and copy all this line of code, which is amazing. So just copy it and paste it inside this one. Yes, here is it. First of all, IP address, I have local IP, I don't have server. My user, I will keep it same user, I'm using root. Password will be same password. What the database name? If you remember, what name we give to the database? Do you remember? sys admin? Is that right? Yes, sys admins. So I say okay, the database should be sys admins. This is my database. Then I try to make connection with that database. That's good. Then if the connection fail, display message please say hi, connections fail. If the connection succeeds, that's okay. Now I want to insert data. I will say okay, insert into the table the name. What the table name? Do you remember? I just forget it. I don't know why. The table name should be login. So insert into login. The two field I have it just to don't have any problem with the entering data. I have username also, and I have the password. So okay, I have username and password. Then the values will be for these two fields. I could open the bracket, then I say single quotation because I am adding string, then I add dot, then underscore. I'm getting data, so I say okay, $, is that right? Yes, $, underscore, then I say get. I'm getting data. What the name of data that's coming? Username. I say okay, username. The username that I get it in the screen. Okay, that's okay. I will say please get the username. Then also I'm looking for I just concatenate, then single quotation again, then I add semicolon, then single quotation again, then I close it, then concatenate with what? For the password part. Okay, I'm just inserting. So okay, please insert this this way for the password. Okay, I added the password, so should be this one for password key. Then make sure single quotation, then you close it, then here we done. So just insert into the table name login, username and password. The values will be, I open single quotation, I'm getting username, then I add it, then I single quotation, then getting the password. Then that's good. It's not plus, it's single it's single. I'm not using Java. So also yes, here is it. Also I think yes, everything is good now. Here I'm just executing the query. So if he success and execute the query, I will say hey. I don't say die. If he die, I will say die. But if he success, for both of cases, let me. In this case, I will print on the screen. I just say okay. If he fail, print something. Say some JSON. Say JSON output. Okay. If he fail, let me just doing something for output. I say okay. If he fail, make this output, make it some JSON, simple JSON. I would say okay, MSG, single quotation MSG. Then I would say fail. This for failing. Then just making sure close it. Then here you go. Then I close the bracket. Otherwise, if he success, else if he could add it, just please add message. Say okay, user is added. Say user is added. This is simple JSON. So now I want to print the JSON. I don't want this lines. I just remove them. I just will print the output, then release the result if I have it, then close the connection. Here all what I have. If I want to save file, I will say save as. Would click Command Shift H to go to home page. I just want to add it in the site folder. Just make sure I'm in the site. Here's the site. Let me just get a new folder. I name it PHP Android. Just make it the naming convention capital. And here I say okay, add user, or name it just add.php. Now if I want to access to this one from the browser, I have to write localhost, then 3000, then I'm looking for file, name it add.php, then I'm sending some parameter for it. So which parameter I have to send? If you see here in the JSON or in the file here, I'm sending username and password. So make sure you send username and password. So go to the browser, send username or code, for example Hussein, and the password you have to send it. I say okay, what the password I have it. This is the password. So say and the password equal 1234. If I click add, yes, here is it. I have to add semicolon here. Now if I try the code again, he say okay, message user is added. So yes, he success to display this message, but they say warning, MySql is something in line 23, because I don't have anything to release in here in this line. So yes, you don't have to release, because I did not use this line. So why I have to do it? I just say okay, do it here and print it again. Yes, here is it. Here is my JSON. Message user is added. That's great. I have this URL. Let me go to Android and start do my work. So on Android, I will not do a lot of work. You remember in the previous video how we could access to a specific URL. First of all, I have to go to here and add use permission. I'm accessing for internet. He give me the first suggestion. So okay, when I access the internet, I need to do some function. If I go back, here is it, my code for adapter, asynchronous adapter. So just make sure copying all this code from line 12 to the end of this file. I don't know why I cannot. Here is it. I will go back here. After registration, I will add this line. So just make sure I'm moving any missing part. Everything is okay here, and connection, and I add all missing part from stream and output stream, and yes, everything is good to us. Make sure it is good, doesn't have any bugs. So stream reader also, and buffer, and also stream reader here. I would not have anything with them, and don't change anything. So yes, here is where I'm taking edit text for username dot get text, take off this part, and the password say okay plus edit text for password dot get string dot text. Here you go. I have username, I have password, I send it here. I need to just fire up my synchronous task. I say okay, synchronous task, or a new for asynchronous task. I would say dot execute this URL. He will understand everything and he will give me the result here as message. You could convert it to JSON object. You could rerun it again. Just let me show you first how you run it without JSON object. Just see direct result, how we register a new user. Hopefully will work. I would say here Hussein, and I would say the password will be 12345. User is added. Let me say that's great. Let me write Jenna, and password is 4444. Here you go. Jenna is added. Now if I want to read specific tag, you know how you could read it. If I take this one, I would say okay, I have JSON object. I say okay, JSON object, JSON will be a new JSON object for this data, but this doesn't have any too many words. It have only two parts. Just I'm saying okay, get string directory for not get string I'm looking for. Which string I'm looking for? If we go back to our data, I'm just returning message. So okay, just give me the message for this person. He will give you if he fail, if I say from add password. Here you go. Oh, I cannot see. I know the problem. Do you know what the problem? Do you remember when we get the data? The data have this single quotation for both sides. So I have to make sure I don't have this part in my code. So I'm making sure when you print it, you just without encoding, just print it down because this is not a class. This is just normal string. So just to print the string. If you go back again, I just refresh it. Yes, here you go. Now it's gone. The part of string. I'm hopeful this time will work. If I get Soma, yes, username is added. Let me go to my database and see what I have. If I say select star from Logan, I have to see list of users added. Here you go. So Hussein General Dayatis, and we done. So now you understand how you could pass data from Android to PHP services, then PHP pass it to your database. Here we done, and thank you for watching.